We didn't decide who's doing the intro. Welcome back to Barely D&D. This is your Sword of Dungeons & Dragons podcast. This is Zach, your Dungeon master. We are doing the podcast again, which you probably could have put together from us doing the podcast. We're back, and everybody's a little bit tired, but I get the feeling that we're going to cook the juices and it's going to get popping. So today, I know I don't stand by that expression either. I'm very tired.
No, I'm writing that down in your name. That's forever something that
all
you
right.
said.
Yeah. Okay. So we this is our podcast, and it's Barely Dungeons and Dragons podcast. And this is the Accidental Adventures, and today is episode 85, which then made me realize that we're 5 away from 90, and that's crazy.
Yikers.
We're 15 episodes away from 100. We're going to be in the triple digits before the end of the year, I think.
Spicy.
Which is kind of nuts. But yeah, that's crazy. Also, quick thing, preemptively, we're like transitioning to a little bit of like an additional level of distance to the podcast for a lot of like logistical reasons for people. Things will continue as they always have, but if things sound different or we like mention logistics during the recording, that is the reason. And today we are doing a fun fact for Let or Question. And I need to decide who the DM NPC is, because there's got to be a really good fun fact about somebody, or I'll just make one up on the spot and canonize it. But let's start with everybody first person to put their whole palm on their forehead answers first. So Abby, that's you. Gretta, what's a fun fact about Gretta?
That makes me so upset. You tricked me.
Yes, I really did.
A fun fact about Greta. So Greta has dark hair. Normally, a fun fact about Greta is that when she was a little girl and she traveled around, they would come across rivers, and there were certain roots in the river that if you like mashed it up and heated up and cooled it down and like left it out in the sun and processed it right, it would kind of function not like as effectively, but sort of like a bleach. And so when Greta was little, she would like bleach her brown hair and then like dye it with different berries, and she used to play around a lot with her hair color. And it was like kind of a thing that people would do. But she did that in her little tribe when she was, or not a tribe, it was her traveling family group.
Yeah.
So that's a fun fact about Greta.
That was a really sick fun fact. Here's an additional question actually to follow up.
Yeah.
Given Greta's age, like approximately kind of like late 50s, early 60s for gnome, is her hair brown? Are there streaks of silver? Is there any gray, or is it still all brown?
That's a great question. I would say that there are some, yeah, there's definitely like streaks of gray going on.
Okay, cool. I was just curious. Let's go with, okay, so first person to open your mouth and then close it. Okay.
Bazz can go next.
Okay, Bazz is next.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm actually on a D&D podcast, so it's not scary to talk about the thing that I talk about every single time we play. But
speak for yourself.
Fun fact about Bazz: he's actually extremely allergic to poison ivy. For a druid, very allergic to poison ivy. No. Just because your hair poisons you doesn't mean it's poison ivy. But yeah, so he is always on the lookout, because as soon as he touches it, it spreads up and down him from head to toe. And I don't know if his wood grain helps enable it more or less, but yeah, not a good time. Poison oak though, he's fine. Doesn't affect him. But poison ivy, it's the worst.
Krieg is next.
I can't think of one. Oh my gosh. Oh, you know what? I'm going to say that before Craig went on this crazy little adventure with these pals, I'd say that he only ate like 4 different types of food.
That feels so right.
He had such a small, like, I don't know. It's like, not, what's the word? Like, I guess Craig menu.
Unrefined palate.
Yeah.
Craig menu.
Like, it was probably
Craig Danner.
Dinner.
it was, probably the Boston equivalent to, chicken nuggets and macaroni and cheese.
And
Things
I
like
have
that.
no
Nice.
idea what the Austin equivalent for that is, but I like it.
Did Craig use like a ketchup or like a ranch?
Probably pig's blood. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Dude, what?
That went way
Whoa.
far.
That was the
Alright.
Boston equivalent to ketchup.
The inverse of row is truly Craig.
Ketchup at Boston.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm
just-
sorry.
I can't stress
No,
this
that was
enough.
funny.
I can't stress this enough. I'm taking notes. And Bazz thing canonized. Greta's thing canonized. Craig thing, heck no. Row. What was
It's
what's
so
your fact
funny.
about row? Because
Craig?
holy crap.
No. Okay, this one I don't know if it's that exciting, but we don't talk about it much. But like Ro can play more instruments than just her lute.
Oh, I
She
actually
can
forgot that.
also
didn't know that.
play horns, different kinds of horns. She can play the flute, and she can also play a it's a homebrew instrument. Zach, is this okay that I say this?
Oh, dude, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, because I don't know when it's coming back. So just
Okay, yeah.
put it out there.
She can play what's called a natap, which is a special instrument that Zachary created. That's really cool. I don't know if you want me to describe it or not.
Sure, because again, I don't know when I'm bringing it up. I really should at some point, but we'll just bring it up now in case I forget.
Well, if you want to describe it, you can, since you
do
are
it,
the
'cause
creator.
The DM obviously remembers the instrument, but just so that
Okay.
it's
So
for
does
you, the bard.
Ro, me. It doesn't. Oh, doesn't it have like a wheel?
Neither of us remember. And it'll be revealed later when it comes out on the podcast, which
Yeah.
we've always planned.
Also, Ro constantly prestidigitates her fingernails. Different colors.
That makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Um,
That's it.
okay.
The flute is a horn if you try hard enough.
If you have enough lung capacity
Facts.
and a chisel. Okay, so I'm stuck between two DM NPCs. If would you guys rather have the oh my goodness, what's her name? The Countess? Or
Bella
would
Andra?
you No, the Countess, Marie Sangla from Unsen, the head of La Pomme.
Oh, yeah.
Would you rather have a fun fact from the Countess, or would you rather have a fun fact about Spagoober?
Spagoober.
Spagoober.
All right, Spagoober it is. Spagoober is, he's not like the most highly skilled individual in a lot of areas, but he is really, 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 really good at chess, and like so much so that like where he's from, no one can beat him. And he was
makes
informally
sense.
taught. He just sat down and he was like, "Oh well, this makes sense," and then just beat everyone all the time. So I don't know. Fun thing about Spagoober, it never comes up in his daily life, but he was like really good at chess. But he also had a hard enough time with things at home that with the way he was in his community for basically how he was socially perceived, that he could never really like capitalize on the success.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool,
So
though.
not a fun fact for Spagoober, but a fact.
That's kind of fun.
But yeah, a moderate fact for Spagoober. Well, with intro out of the way, for the note-taking nerds, today's episode is Accidental Adventures, episode 85, Legacies.
Legacies?
Legacies.
Legacy?
I had the numbers wrong in Zencaster. So wrong.
What?
Fortunately, that's my job.
The number?
And it is a level 9 adventure. The date is 3488 PB Bial Adron 9th. The day of the week is Ammech, Ammech. And it's 3 329 pum.
329
said it was the
or
ninth?
59?
Yeah, 3488 PB. Bjalladron 9. So BYALL apostrophe ADRON. Bjalladron 9th. And remember, if you need to, you can go into the Discord and look up that calendar that we posted to the lore section.
Did you say 3:59 or 3:29 p.m.?
3:29 p.m.
So we're picking up like 10 minutes after we left off last
Yes.
time.
Yeah, actually, I think so. Without further ado, we'll probably get into the session. Lando, for the music, could I get? Let's go with Moon Dance.
Yeah. Well, before we got started, actually, there's one thing that I wanted to do.
Okay.
So typically, the way that we've been doing these episodes is there'd be an intro summing up the end of the last episode, kind of like a voiceover summary, and then we'd kind of kick it off with the letter from the editor. But going forward, we're not going to be doing a summary intro for each episode.
That is true.
If you are 85 episodes into this, we're just going to assume that you listened to the last one.
And you probably have.
But also with that, there's one thing that we should have been doing every week that we've been kind of spotty on, which is shouting out a patron. We have quite a few now, and they're all super awesome. And it's on and off that we may or may not shout them out. So that has been a complete failure on our part. So I'm just gonna start doing it at the beginning of every episode live with everybody, and we can cheer for them all together like the rock stars that they are. So this episode, the patron that we are going to shout out is, drum roll please. Can I get some drums? Noah. Noah is
Barely
super
D&D
cool.
is brought to you by support from Noah and patrons like you.
Thank you.
Shout out to the people who didn't have
PBS.
PayPal.
PBS stands for pretty big spender if you're in the patron community. But Noah's super cool. I've gotten to meet him a couple of times actually, and he helps make our maps look a lot cooler than they are.
That's
No,
right.
Zachary's hand-drawn maps are awesome, but Noah,
Because originally they sucked, but now
that dude,
No,
he's
no,
pretty
he's
sick.
sick.
Color
amazing.
in little houses, and you can see that the
No,
water is
no.
blue and the land is green.
they're pretty
That's
sick.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so fungies. You guys are in the cathedral still. Canonically speaking, Micah, we said that Craig was just having many successive series of diarrheas. So that's where we've said that you were just using the bathroom a lot.
Yeah, his body's probably adjusting to the new food palette that he has.
Okay.
Love that.
Um,
That's perfect.
And so, but you can have come back from the little dwarf's room in the cathedral and have rejoined the party. And it occurred to me today at one point when I was explaining about how I was working on the session and part of it, and how like you'd come back. And it occurred to me that I was like, I don't actually know how the sewage system works in most places in Yellowbin. And then I was like, I'm not going to think too hard about that. But you can come back from wherever you've been, and you can rejoin the party. And then Landon, we've just said that Bazz has been with the group the whole time. But
Bazz
fun
was at
guys.
the dentist, actually.
Bazz is at the dentist. Bazz is at the dentist. Canon. The very first one did not do a good job. But
You should see
the
other
fun
guy.
dentist is at half hit points. The party is just in the cathedral.
Reaction spiny shield. there's a dentist just for adventurers.
Oh gosh.
He just
that's
has a
like
lot of hit
in,
points. He can rage and
John
he has
Wick.
counterspell.
Okay, I'll let you go. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. So the fun guys are in the cathedral and they're at the back of it. And you guys have just gotten done. You entered the cathedral, spent time in the main chamber, went around to the back, saw a lot of the orphans, the increased number playing in the middle, and you guys have gotten to the back where you were able to have conversations both with Father Igo and Jaci. Can you remind me the other name that we had for the character for Father Igo? His first name?
Neville
Igo. That's right. So you guys have met with Father Neville Igo, and
Yeah,
you also
long
met
bottom, that's for sure.
with. All right.
Neville
All
Longbottom?
right.
You're gonna make me choke on water, and then it's gonna get into my lungs, and I'm gonna pass away. Alrighty? Do you understand? I need you to take the humor.
And then you also met a handful of the other clergy in the temple. One of the sisters, I think Sister Julie. But you guys also met Mother Yenny, or Aunt Yenny, as Ro calls her, and you all were able to have a brief conversation with her. And so we return with you all standing in the hallway outside of the mess, where you all had convened for a moment to talk about the next thing that you were wanting to do. And so I'll just set the scene briefly for that hallway of the cathedral that you guys are standing in. And the cathedral's in a big diamond shape. So you guys are in one of the adjoining hallways. And in that hallway, the tall, pale limestone walls of the cathedral are upholding the edifice's great gabled ceilings, and warm, pale light reflects off of the bright floors, casting long, crisscrossing shadows as the light splits apart and is partitioned across the space between the windows' intricate heptagonal grills, and grill being the laced frame, the connecting pieces of the panes in the window, which themselves they're basically in the abstract shape of the 7 stars of Saloon. And that light is hitting the floor as it comes to the windows, and it's cast back upward, and it's catching the edge of the ribbed arches along the ceiling that are every so 5 feet. And where it catches there, it creates this soft insinuation of the brighter skies above outside that you can't see within the hallway. And the colors of pale purples and coolish blue grays from the stained glass in the windows are creating this ethereal contrast on the floor below, as if the light of the moon has risen to the rafters above the separated very night colors themselves and spread out over the floor. And you guys are just waiting. Aunt Yenny told you, Ro, that she's preparing some lunch, and that she's still in there if she needs to be, but that at any point you can return to her and talk.
So, is there a priest, a priestess, or someone else dressed up like they work in the church?
You guys have met a series of clergy there.
That we're standing now, someone that we haven't talked to yet.
Not at the moment. Sister, that Sister Julie, this hedge woman, is working on an expanding section they're trying to develop for below the floors of the temple. So you all know that you all could that you guys could go find her, and probably talk to her again. She's in a hole in the floor down a ladder, so you could go talk to her. But you haven't.
A hole in the floor.
Yeah.
I made it.
Oh, we're in the
They
orphanage,
didn't
not a
have a
church.
little dwarf's room.
Well,
It's a
the
church
orphanage
and an
is a part
orphanage.
of the church, same building. It's all one large cathedral.
Oh, okay.
But I mean,
Yeah, they.
if you wait
I'll
a
just wait
moment,
and-
a
yeah.
clersy will certainly come walking by.
Balls, do
I
you
will
want to
wait
go
for that
thin?
I'm
moment.
so glad you heard that, Abby.
I will wait
Craig
for
is
the moment.
trailblazing. Craig is trailblazing the way. That was so funny.
So what that party did?
I'm
Ro-
waiting for a clergy to walk by.
Okay.
Ro asked Bazz if he wants to go fence.
No, bro. I'm waiting for a clergy to go by. Also,
You
You wanna
my
go build a
dentist told
fence?
me I couldn't build any fences until my tooth was better.
Balls, what do you need? I could ask Aunt Yenny for.
I want to talk to a professional.
Aunt Yenny is a professional. She's an actual cleric, legit. I learned things from her. I didn't
How
mean that.
many of the 7
I give-
stars has she been to?
Bro, Greta looks up at you. Well, she looks at you with you can't tell if she's joking. It's a little bit of disdain and also maybe hurt, but you don't know if she might be joking.
Greta, I didn't mean that. I just meant she has.
She huffs and looks up she
It wasn't
huffs
directed
and
toward
turns her head
you.
off. She is looking at you and then turns her body 180 degrees and folds her arms. and like stomps her foot.
Greta,
I'm joking, bro. I'm just kidding. I'm
yeah.
only goofing with you.
What do you need? Oh, Balls, what do you need? I mean, Neville just went that way. Is he frozen?
No, I'm not frozen. I just wanted to wait for someone to say that.
Bro!
This is not fair because in real life you can't do
Yeah,
that.
it's like,
Much power.
Take my Seth Rogen laugh and love it.
what?
I'm waiting for clergy to walk by.
Balls.
I don't even say that to anybody. Nobody knows that I'm doing this. I'm just standing
Okay,
there.
so
did.
Ro
I
asks
asked you,
Bazz
and you
a direct
said.
question, and Bazz stares out the window without speaking or moving.
Well, no, you
I
did
stare,
say,
and I have a glint in my eye.
but you said it once.
I have a glint in my eye.
Okay, what's everyone else doing?
What's
So
Okay, Yenny was preparing lunch, you said, or I guess lunch
Yeah.
or dinner or whatever. What did she say last for us to do? I guess, guys, should we go find our quarters, or Balls, did you do that?
What?
Like our sleeping quarters for the night. Like, did you go put some bags down?
I definitely did.
Which, to be totally fair, Landon, is a thing completely unbeknownst to you that we told you did last time. So there's like this separate guest quarters that everyone can go and stay in bunks. And we said that Bazz, like one of the ways we explained you away is that you like went off and spent some time like putting everyone's like beds down in bunks and stuff.
Oh yes, the quarters. I've got some dimes as well. This way. I turn to Craig and I say, Craig, what do you make of this situation?
Do we know if Yenny needs help making
No,
food?
I asked her. She's got it taken care of.
Dang it.
Well,
why do you want to help make food? Craig, I don't think I've ever seen you cook food before.
Greta, I've helped you make fish sandwiches.
This is true. This is
tried to.
Okay. And Greta raises a little finger and actually making the fish sandwich is not actually making the food. Making the fish sandwiches is assembling two foods that have already been made into a new food. So it's not actually making food. It's actually it's like a mix between like it is consuming, but it is also making. So it's not purely cooking. I think
Craig turns around and just kind of leaves her to her little
Oh,
ramble.
hey, Tello.
Greg, did you get a new book?
I'm passionate about sandwiches.
Did you get the Gatekeep Girl Boss Gaslight novel? I think
No,
I
I'm
read that
just
one
passionate
before.
about sandwiches. What's a
Tello looks at you.
Okay.
Right?
Name 4 sandwiches.
I'm actually working on writing a
Greta
book
proceeds
called
to
Love
make
in the
four
Time of
sandwiches.
Sandwiches.
You
I
said
had a
you're
serious
what?
thing. I was. Oh, sorry.
No, I'm serious. I'm working on writing a book called Love in the Time of Sandwiches.
You know, do you need a citation? Because I published a
No.
couple papers recently. Oh,
Hello.
jeez. No.
If I were, I'm just, do you think the children? I guess this is a question for Aunt Yenny, but do you think the children would like some music or something while they eat? Or do you think I should
I'm
not?
sure that they would.
Maybe I shouldn't perform here. Like, I kind of want to. I don't know. I've been working on a song, and I'm thinking about maybe playing it for someone. I think it would work well here in this particular town, but
Orphans are the best audience to play for. They can't do anything else or go anywhere. They have to listen to you.
Can't with you. This is so.
Dude,
Oh my
I'm writing that
gosh.
quote down. Orphans are the best audience.
I mean,
only
what are they gonna do? Not listen? They're orphans.
This has big
that
Nacho
offends
Libre
me,
vibes.
balls. That
Really?
quite
I'm
offends
sure it's a
me.
good song. I'm sure it's a good song. But it should.
You know, I got a new ring, balls. I could silence you.
You
Hello?
could silence the orphans if they don't like your song too. I guess. Yeah, there's a lot of power here.
Bro, do you think maybe you should ask Yenny or whoever
Yeah,
is in charge of like the children activity?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. It's her name, Yenny, or Laurel.
What? Where did the meal come from? From
Oh my
the
goodness. Are you really
2018
really
Yanny or
all
Laurel.
right?
What about
Okay.
Yanny or Laurel?
It's so
What are we
then
missing?
a party member does
What
something.
am I
So
missing?
we'll say that Bazz, both in his pursuit of a clergy member and Ro seeking an answer to her question, you
I
guys
follow
return to the
Bazz.
nearby
I follow Bazz.
you guys return to the nearby mess hall.
I also
And
follow.
Zach casts exasperated DM, and you guys go back to the mess hall, the cafeteria, and the very large Loxodon woman, Aunt Yenny, the cleric, she's sitting there over she's taken the very large iron pot full of steaming liquid, and she is ladling it out into. It looks like the cafeteria has about like 15 small play settings for children, and Ro, this is not the way things were done when you were at the orphanage, but there are also many more orphans now, and so it would occur to you that a lot of the like activities are probably staggered by age groups. So this is probably like lunch for a portion of them. And
They
so
got
she is
D-lunch.
ladling. Yeah. She's ladling out meals for all of the kiddos, and she's just sitting there, kind of humming.
Yanny, sorry to bother you again while you're.
Never a bother, dear.
I was kind of wanting to test out a new song. If
Oh,
do you think the children would enjoy that if there was sometime today to play a
song,
tune
of
for them?
course. Yeah, I would love it. I mean, I imagine you're soon to become local legend around here, so
I don't know
think
about
they'd be
that.
entirely pleased to hear you play.
Okay. I guess just what would be a good time? Like maybe after lunch or when all the children are
Sure.
together, or
Yeah, you could even do it during lunch if you like.
okay. Yeah, that would be great.
Keep them all distracted. Probably a lot less thrown food.
Oh boy, yes. Okay. Sounds good. Okay, I'll get set up then.
Absolutely. And you finish your like little moment with her, and then she just, with her huge gray like African elephant head and those like warm green eyes in the center, she just kind of stares at you and smiles like an extra moment longer because she's just overwhelmingly pleased to see you again. She smiles at you for a moment, and then she goes back to ladling out the soup. And she's ladling the soup with her trunk, with her prehensile trunk, because the pot is large enough that she's just holding it with her great big arms. So the trunk is handling the ladling as she's going around the space.
So
And Ro, there's a nearby wall you could easily enough like set down items and pull out your loot and begin plucking and tuning, probably, or whatever your preparation process looks like.
sick. Okay. Cool.
Anybody else doing anything? Bazz, are you trying to talk with Aunt Yenny because she's clergy? Is
Bazz.
anyone else? Okay. Greta is still in hot pursuit of Bazz.
No.
Can I go?
Okay.
Um,
Excellent.
is there time
This episode
before?
is such a mess.
Not in the cafeteria around children. I was
Okay.
looking.
Okay.
Is there time before lunch? Like, would I know how much time I have?
With keen mind, technically. I mean, Zach hasn't thought about this at all, but yeah,
Okay.
a couple
I
minutes.
just mean like, okay,
Yeah.
because I was gonna go run and do something, but like I was
The
literally
amount
just...
of time it would take you to go run and do that thing is how much time there is before lunch.
Okay, cool. Because
Perfectly.
Before Ro forgets, because before Jackie forgets, she wants to run to like the main like sanctuary, and she wants to put 10 platinum pieces in that box.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah, so Ro, you put down your bags, items, pull out your loot, and as you begin tuning, you realize that, well, I mean, I guess your perfect memory. So it occurs to you that, like, as Yenny is still taking a moment to ladle out all of the different soups, you probably have a couple minutes. So you walk back out of the cafeteria, down into that main foyer in between the cross section of halls that go out to the middle, back down the hallways, so past that central kind of garden play area with the kids, and you can still see Brother Captic, like, tossing kids and catching them, and another you see Brother Endos, who you pass by, working with kids of an older age range in one of the rooms there. And as you go past that sort of like the actual rooms for the children, you make your way back up to the front to that giant heptagonal sanctuary of a cylinder, and that central podium in the middle, below that, like, sort of slightly slopingly descends below all the rows of sort of like stone pews. And there are there at the back of the room, in front of that massive window, is that like kind of chest with a small hole in the top.
Yeah, and I put in 10 platinum pieces. No one's around, are they?
We'll say at the moment that they aren't.
Okay, yeah, because I wanted to do it at a time where there wasn't anyone really in there.
Okay. There's a ping, 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 one by one as you slide them in.
Cool. And then I just go back to my business.
Okay. As you walk back road, it's just the entire experience is, again, very surreal, because you're just home again, and you haven't been here since you were like a teenager, and you're just suddenly back as just this like grown woman, and it's really disorienting. But you return back. Does anyone else speak with Yenny in the time that Ro is gone? It's fine if you don't. Just checking. Craig, you can just talk, Micah. Just full send.
I totally forgot I could just say things
That
now.
is how that works.
That's
It
so
has
cool.
worked for more than 2 years.
I'm following Bazz.
Sometimes.
Okay, and Gretta, Bazz, wherever
then
you are,
that-
Gretta is uncomfortably close to you.
Okay. So I'm gonna go up to. Do I call her Auntie Yenny?
You have
know what?
no
Craig
idea.
calls her
I
Auntie
love
Yenny.
that. I think you should.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up to her and be like, "Hey, Auntie Yenny."
The giant towering Loxodon woman turns around with like trunk out from the face, little in it, halfway through pouring the soup, and she goes, "Oh, hello, darling. How can I be of service?"
I don't know if I've officially met you. My name's Craig. I was, I'm with the party with,
Aye, you're one of those
Rowena.
friends. And she sets down the pot, puts the
Yeah.
ladle back in it, extends out a very large hand, shakes yours. So
yeah.
good to meet you, darling.
I'm just so curious. Well, my name's Craig. I'm just so curious
said that.
what you're cooking.
Um,
Oh, I did. I totally forgot.
I'm making a chicken sage soup.
Sage?
Mhm.
What's
You would know.
Oh,
That
sage?
sounds delicious.
Wait,
thank you.
isn't sage a Boston thing? Or am
Yeah,
I crazy?
in fact, it's the most native plant
Oh.
to
Yeah.
Biasta. And then she continues to explain it, and she says, it's a portion of a sort of shrub that can grow in the wild, and if you take its leaves and crush them up, it can.
Oh my gosh, sage. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah. Isn't that that's from my homeland? I'm from Biasta.
oh, that's
Craig, do you want me to tell
fascinating.
you what garlic is?
Okay.
It grows here too, but that's new information I've learned of Biasta. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's so
That's
cool.
lovely.
Okay. What's in the soup? Like, is it just chicken and sage? I'm like, insight check on or perception check on soup.
Okay, Craig,
Like, do I see
give me
potatoes?
Check.
give
Do
me
I
a
see
perception
soup?
check, Craig.
Check.
I have a question for Auntie Yenny.
Okay, so halfway through this conversation, Bazz also walks up and joins the conversation.
Auntie
there too
Yenny,
now.
do you know if they sell like any raw like stone materials around town?
Oh, that's a phenomenal question. If you go down to the arts district, perhaps in the southeast, they might have
Okay.
large sale materials that you could pick up there.
Something smaller.
Possibly from innate manufacturers. I'm not as familiar. I move about the city a bit, but I spend a great deal of my time here. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Like a piece of raw onyx.
Oh. Have you been to the market bazaar?
But I was hoping it wouldn't be polished, like just like a material, but I don't know if it's like used here. I have like a note of it in a book. I've actually never seen any before.
Sorry, darling, that might be a bit out of my jurisdiction. If I had to guess, I would suppose either in the large market bazaar, because there's a lot of specialist shops there, but I don't know what is and isn't there, or down in the arts district. There's a lot of jewel workers and sculptors and jewelry makers, so perhaps there.
Oh, the arts district. Okay.
Yeah. It's a large. We call it the arts district. It's also it's sort of where all of the vendors, not for individual folk, sort of lay citizenry who'd be going around buying, but instead for like businesses and large scale owners. It's where they distribute out there. So I don't know that they'd sell to an individual, but if you had items you were looking for there, that's where people who sell their own works obtain their raw materials. So
Got it. Okay, thank you.
yeah, that's all I know.
DM.
Yes.
Bazz wants to go buy one of these, and hopefully he can do it this episode. I don't want to make it a whole thing.
Okay. Yeah.
So
All right.
if you want to like speed roll some checks, I don't know if he would necessarily stick around for Rose Song. He probably would try to, but this is probably pretty high priority for him to go do.
Okay. Yeah, that's a very helpful way to phrase that. So Bazz, if you like, you can even take that information and say goodbye to the group for a bit and go break off and try to travel to the south part of town and find this
He
area.
would be hurrying to try to make it back for Rose Song, but I think it's something he's like, I gotta get this.
Sure.
I forgot to get this thing.
Make an investigation check for me. And Craig, what did you get on your perception check?
Got a 12.
Okay. You see a warm brown broth steaming. There are leaves of sage, a different color than the silvered Biaston sage, you know. There appear to be small amounts of saffron. It does look like there is chicken in it. And I'll tell you what, you do recognize a like sort of cut lump of a tuber, but it doesn't appear to be a potato. It's a tuber with which you're unfamiliar. Looks like a fairly simple.
Hey, this like actually smells so delicious. I'm curious what that, and he points to the tuber said. He's like, I'm not very familiar with that. What is that?
No issue. That's river root. All along the edge of the Bruggen. It grows in sort of strange little sprigs, and sailors go by, and they pick them, and they come and sound and sell them, and they're not terribly flavorful, but they've got a sort of slightly chalky texture, but they taste a bit of they've got a strangely sort of mineral taste, but it's very soft, and it's not the most culinarily delicious item in the world, but it's an excellent source of simple energy, and it's nutritious, so it's an important part of the diet for the kiddos.
Yeah. And I mean, honestly, like, just adding some sort of dynamic to soup is just, better
I
soup.
didn't know I was in the presence of such a soup fellow. Are you a chef?
No, actually quite the opposite. It's been funny recently. I really just, at my homeland, like, I just didn't really explore foods, but now that we've been all around the world, I've just been really having to, adventure out of what I'm used
Mika,
to.
genuinely take inspiration for taking that random bit point at the beginning of the episode and then just working it into an important point for your character today. It's such a goober move.
It's so fun. But yeah, so I've just been paying a lot attention to what I like. Like, why does this taste better than what I had in Biasta? Like, why do I like this more? Just things like that.
Well, that's lovely, honey. I mean, our ability to expand our horizons and learn new things is vital to growing and changing as people. So that's great, Craig. That's wonderful.
Yeah. And it's so good that you're looking out for the nutrition of the kiddos. Like, you're not just putting stuff in that, just, I don't know, you're being thoughtful about it. And that's really sweet. It shows that you truly care.
Thank you, darling. It means a lot to me.
Yeah. So how long have you been here, like, taking care of the kids and doing all this stuff?
47 years.
47 years.
It's been a moment.
Wow. That's really impressive.
Thank you, darling.
Wow, it shows that you're, dedicated.
I appreciate that. And she's like,
So you've seen a
she's
lot
like
of them
picked
grow
the
up.
pot back up and she's ladling out into the soups, and Craig's just following her as she walks.
Do you need help? Do you have another ladle that I can help
Oh, no, that's
with?
all right. We stand at very different heights, so that might slow things down a bit. But
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Sorry, not to be the keen mind, like, but
but you cast prestidigitation.
no.
Okay.
47 years. Ro is 51. So wouldn't she have been there
Darling,
longer?
I've been here for easily 78 years.
I'm sorry.
And Yenny gets a little closer to the grave.
No!
In fact,
All of a
doctor
sudden, she
says not
shakes the
doing well.
firm hand of arthritis.
Oh my gosh.
Could
She
be
hunches
anything
over a
now.
little bit farther, starts a little bit of those micro.
Oh, this pod's so heavy. Can't lift it. Bazz, what'd you get on that investigation check, buddy?
Unnatural 20 with a +1, no less.
Wow. Wowzer.
Holy crap. Okay.
Did Bazz speak out?
No, and if I run by Ro, I like in a hurry. I'm like, hey, I gotta go get some. I'll try to be back for your song. I'm sorry, I forgot this is gonna be really important. I promise you're gonna thank me later. I love you so much. You're my favorite person that's not from here. I love you. Bye.
Okay, so Bazz has a quick stroke and then heads out the door.
If Bazz did that, Ro would definitely insight check, but I guess I won't.
What for?
Well, because if he acted like that, if he was in a rush,
Okay,
and
yeah,
he was like,
insight
"Bye,
check,
love
I
you,"
guess.
all
I just have
that.
to go buy something. I need it for a
Roll-
spell. I'll need it.
Roll your
later.
math rocks, I guess.
I just feel like Ro would be very
Just
weirded
yes,
out.
You could just roll the thing and let me know.
Hey Zach, I want to investigate.
Ro
I want to do
doesn't
an
have
insight
to
check on
insight
cabinets.
check anything. She's not thinking. She's not looking.
What'd you get, Ro?
I got a 1.
Okay, who knows what that could have meant from Bazz? That could mean anything. I mean, anything. In fact, something could be wrong. Craig, what did you say?
I was making fun of the situation. I was like, hey, I want to insight these cabinets. Can I
What
roll an insight
cabinets?
check? Sorry.
What does that mean? All right.
It means
So anyway,
okay.
so Bazz will like cut to you real quick, and then we'll come back to it.
I'm
So
scrambling,
this-
man. I'm scrambling.
Yeah, the city's large. You weave
Oh
your
my
way in between
gosh.
spaces, but it's well laid out.
Gretta's
It's a
with me,
fairly
by the way,
simple
too.
geometry.
As she said 5 times, she's following me everywhere.
Are you with Bazz, Greta?
I want to go to the Arch District. I said, yeah.
Okay. All right. So Greta's with Bazz, and they've both left the cathedral.
We're coming right back. I just gotta get this one thing. It's
Okay.
important. You're gonna thank me later.
Okay. So
we do it after the It's okay.
So the
I'm with-
party, no, the party,
I
you
was
guys have left.
wondering.
and
You
And-
have to do it after the song.
You guys leave the cathedral. You weave your way through, and I'll tell you what, Bazz, with a 20 like that, we'll say that you just do a really good job of sort of politely asking people where you're going, and across the city you get directed down different roads and streets. There is a ton of weaving in between buildings. You keep your eye on important landmarks to help get back, because otherwise you'd be at a total loss here. And you weave your way past this giant, like 5-story hotel building and through a housing district, and you move your way through like large warehouses and I mean just all sorts of buildings that you can't even identify what their purpose is. And eventually you get to this section of the city where there's basically there are these like rectangular stone oh man, what would you even call it?
pillar.
Yeah, I guess, but it's not a large pillar. It's like there are these stone raised structures. Each of them is about 5 feet tall, about 2 feet across, about 6 inches thick, and they're just the same limestone that's in the floor everywhere. And there's about 1,000 of them, or maybe more, each about 7 feet apart, and they square off this section of this lower quarter quadrant. And within this massive, like, almost square mile area, and if the math doesn't work correctly on those distances, time and space is different in Yalabrin. But within that area, there are just maybe like 100, 150 different buildings. Every one of them they're all the same pale white limestone. They're all the same gray sort of Spanish like clay shingle overlay one over the other. But other than that, every single architecture is different. It's not the repeating arches. It's not the circular windows of the city. Every single building looks like it was individually made by someone who contracted or created it. And it looks like one section of this whole area is dedicated toward artists selling or creating different forms of expression. Others are for materials and crafters. So there are smiths, there are carpenters, there are painters, there are sculptors. This is just a hub of art in each of these. Some of the buildings are filled with individuals who all like work at a production house and everyone works together. Others are individual vendors. Others are individual very skilled workers. Some are large, like one of them is just a massive like smelting building, melting down stones. There's all sorts of stuff. And we'll say with your 20, you find your way to like a wholesale jewelry supplier, or like jewel supplier, so like a gemstone vendor. And as you get there, so it's this like sort of long rectangular building with like a shorter similarly rectangular section behind it, and the roof's gabled together, and there's like 3 large smokestacks in the middle of the building, out of which smoke is rising into the like warm blue sky. And there are carts just coming to and fro from the front of it, and moving and off moving that's not the word, crates and barrels, and individuals are exchanging papers. And there is a halfling man. He's really skinny and thin, like rail thin. He's surprisingly young. He looks like young 20s, but he has on like these kind of nice tabard with this like nice overcoat that lays over it, and these kind of fine leather boots. And he's sitting there with a wooden slat and papers that he's like flipping back and forth with a quill, and he's speaking to like people who are shipping in and out. And there's like sort of like a raised platform sill that goes into an area where there's like more housing, and people are offloading and unloading stone crates. And you get the feeling this is where like stones and gemstones in this area, this is one of the shops where possibly people are selling. Again, they appear to be sailing large orders to businesses, but you find this place and you arrive there.
I'm looking. Is there a dude? You said there's a dude to talk to?
Yeah, like other people are coming and talking to him, and there's very little like, oh, hey, hi, welcome to my shop. There is no name on this building. There is no front counter. There's a sliding wood door that comes down. So you get the feeling that like this is like warehouse sale. Everyone who does their stuff already has their orders. People are coming and checking things with him and going, and he has employees behind him loading and offloading. But basically, like, there is a person there who looks like he's in charge. Also, Greta is disturbingly close to you.
All right. Can I have Greta? Do you mind if I like have Greta picked up Greta? Like I'm just like holding her and walking, because I was running pretty fast.
Can I be like on your shoulders?
Yeah. That's how I imagined it in my head. I just didn't describe it very well. I'm sorry.
Okay, I was like,
just like baby that pooped itself carrying you.
Yeah, no, I'm on my shoulders.
Okay.
So I run up
I'm like
to this
braiding
guy.
your hair.
I have my nice. Okay, let's paint the picture. I look pretty good right now. Okay, I got my nice cloak on. I got my nice clothes on. I walk up to this guy.
Okay, hold on, Bazz. You're wearing your midnight blue suit with a dark black cloak. That's sick. You look so debonair and rich. And on your shoulders is riding this little old lady in rough brown cloaks with wild hair.
And Bazz, if it's okay with you, I would ask before she. I would ask.
No,
She'd
this
be
is
like,
your
Bazz, can I
abuelita.
braid your hair?
Inspiration.
Woohoo!
To Mika, she already has it. Anyway, continue.
Oh, I thought the mom quote was that funny. Okay.
Mika said abuelita.
Zach's scared to give me inspiration.
I like it when you call me abuelita.
No, I just know how to play
So
the
I walk up
cards.
to this guy and I'm like, "Hey, my man, I know this is not like traditional buy and sell, but I'm hoping you can help me."
And he like looks up at you, looks at your face, which is very different. You get that reaction a lot. Then looks at the little old woman on your shoulders.
And smile and wave.
Spit on the clipboard. Sorry, buddy. I don't know if. Oh, this guy's like 3'2", by the way. Sorry, buddy. I don't know if what you're looking for here.
I'm looking for 5 square feet of onyx or less if you have it.
5 square feet.
Cubic feet. Sorry, my bad. I'm not good with math.
5 cubic feet of onyx.
I don't know what the smallest amount you can sell me is, but
And Landon, I'm just checking. What is the material component requirement say that this spell takes?
do you trust me?
Yeah, okay. And so he goes.
I don't even need. Yeah, so
He goes. Well, you just make a persuasion check, boss.
okay.
What'd you get?
I got 14.
Okay. He nods, looking at he looks up at Gretta with a real concerned disdain, but then looks at you, very finely dressed, and he nods and he goes, "Well, I'd love to supply your needs. 5 square feet of onyx is probably. I have some.
Okay.
I don't know if I have. I don't know if I have 1,500 pounds of it.
I can take less than that. I'll take. I just didn't know how big I needed. It seems like a wholesale, like people coming with large orders. I just wanted to fit the form, but I can pay for as little as you.
If you need 5 square feet of onyx, I can get it in the next week. Because I am not going to snub my nose at a sale of 50,000 gold, and you're well dressed.
No, believe me, I don't. If I don't have to pay that much for onyx, I would rather not.
How much onyx are you looking for, guy?
Even just holding some in my hand would be fine. I just didn't want you to have to do any extra work.
He kind of furrows his brow, and you get the feeling that he's putting together oh, I don't know who this guy is or what he's looking for.
Let me explain. I do magic things, and I have to have onyx in order to do some. But I know that this is a very quick ask. Not typical customer, so I'm trying to make it as easy as possible.
Are you as wealthy as you look?
I have enough to buy an amount of onyx. I'm just about to go on a trip and I need it.
Because I want to be really clear. This is unorthodox, unprofessional, and strange, but if you have the money, I'll sell it to you now. How much do you want?
Okay, I hold out my hands like this and say, this much.
Okay, yeah, I can do that for you.
For the
he,
listeners, it's about the size of a bread box, I would say,
Yeah,
that Landon's
Landon
holding
held
out.
up like a football.
A rabbit.
A rabbit. Okay.
Rabbit
Yeah.
sized.
An eastern cottontail size
Yeah.
of onyx.
That's right. The
And
ones in my
he
front
turns
yard.
back his head and he goes,
This is a measurement.
"Hey, Lenny, go grab me about that much onyx."
About a
And,
rabbit size of onyx.
This really tall elven dude who's thin as a rail as well looks back and goes, "Hey, yeah, I can do that." And he opens up a crate and there's this shuffling and moving, and he comes back and he's wearing these kind of soft gloves. They're not hard work leather gloves. They're kind of a soft crushed velvet gloves. And he comes back holding this just this huge slab chunk of crystal. It is jet black, reflecting light at its edges. And the slab he comes back carrying is it's kind of it's not quite as big as you held up, Bazz, but it's a little smaller and it's a little oblong shaped. You get the feeling that
Perfect.
the stone has
That
been
would be
chipped away from this,
perfect.
and that is that. And there's this human woman who is that I didn't describe initially, who has blades at her side, a crossbow in her hand, and the moment this gem is pulled out, she just kind of she's very much holding the crossbow idly loaded like a rifle. She just
I
turns
got
and
it.
she's watching you because this would be quite the place to
Strange
rob.
man.
With the feeling that she's employed here, and so Lenny hops down. And he goes, okay, I got your stone here,
Thanks.
boss." And
Thanks.
halfling fellow goes, "All right, so you're looking for that whole piece?
Yes.
Okay. Let me get the scale. Lenny, get the scales." And then really fast, Lenny gets the scales and he pulls out weights and weighs things, gets to this conversion chart. Lenny whispers in his ear and he goes, "Okay. We can let that go for 13,000 gold.
13,000.
Yeah, this is a rare gemstone, man."
I'm gonna do an insight check to see how fair that is, because that feels like he's pricing
Okay.
based on zip code.
Okay. And Bazz, I'm just checking. Do you have a spell that insinuates that a great quantity of onyx is less? Because I think I'm doing my math right. But I want to make sure.
Yeah. A statuette is 200 gold on this thing.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, we're gonna
that's
roll with the
quite a
roleplay because I
bit.
might have missed that. Okay. What's your insight check?
That is another unnatural 20.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely pricing based off of the gorgeous black, like reflective linen cloak and blue suit. Yeah, for sure. He's like tripling that price on you.
Okay.
Or more.
What do I do?
Is Greta there?
How about this? How about...
I am.
Yeah, boss is having this entire
What-
negotiation
what
with
was
an old
that- what
lady
was
on
that-
his
What was
shoulders.
that number that you said?
13,000.
13,000. That is quite more than even what's close to the market value of Onyx. I'm just going to say that, but I understand.
Hey man,
you know,
are you trying to
this isn't your
insinuate that I
typical
don't know what I'm
customer.
doing?
No, of course not. But what I can offer you in return is, how about this? How about I pay you 500 gold and I only take a part of it and I make you something from what's left. Something beautiful. You can keep it, you can sell it, but it'll be a story of the strange woodman that you met one day walking up asking for something weird.
Boss, make me a persuasion check.
Oh. Persuasion, you said?
Yes, sir.
That is 21.
Jeez.
Let's
He
go
gives
behind.
like a kind of thin smile spreads across his face, and he puts his hands in his pockets, and he goes, "Fella's got to make a buck, you know.
I
A lot
get
of
it.
wealthy people who don't know what they're doing. Yeah, all right, 600 for the whole chunk."
Sounds good to me. All right, I appreciate it.
Reaches up and shakes your hand. He was willing to take you for a ride, but you saw through it.
How much? I say, okay, so if you had to choose, what would you rather have? Okay, you know what? No, sorry, my bad. And I
no,
do
Bazz,
some.
he's selling you 600 for the whole piece.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
But I'm still making him something. True to my word.
Okay.
And I give him the gold, and I'll
Okay.
say, how long are you here for?
Well, I work and live here, so
Okay.
definitely.
What's your name, by the way?
Craig.
Great name.
That means
I
rock.
reach out to shake his hand, and I give him the
Little hand.
gold.
This is amazing. I have
And
to
I
meet
say,
him.
I have to
I'm
make
out
it
of
to a
camera.
performance, but I will bring you back the thing I'm making later, if that's okay. But I give him all $600 of gold.
Sure, guy. Hey, and if you need to come back and buy anything else for free, I'll give you a bit of a fair shake next time.
I appreciate it. I wink
Okay,
at him
buddy.
and I start walking away. And this is Greta,
Let me
by the
pack it
way.
up.
She's my mom.
Okay, all right. Bye, Glenna. And
I wave. I
Glenna.
wave like a toddler waves, like flap. Like I don't know. How would you?
now, boss, for whatever it's worth, to make it across the city to here, it was probably like a half-hour walk. So you could probably be back within like the end of the hour.
Okay.
So, you guys chug back.
You want me to carry that heavy rock for you?
Can I go in your cloak? Do you have enough space?
Let me check. How big is it?
Definitely do somewhere.
Rabbit-sized.
Yeah. Okay. And I stick it in my pocket.
Standard unit of measurement.
There
in the
have
Lost
been
Lands.
rabbits in there.
So Greta, you open up a pocket, and just it disappears and sucked into it, and you guys are walking back to the cathedral. Craig, have you continued to follow Aunt Yenny around asking questions?
Yeah, is she ever gonna get annoyed with me for doing this?
How-
She deals with children all day.
How long
just
do you
like a big
persist, Craig?
child.
I'm gonna say until she's done ladling,
Okay, so
like
Ro,
spooning out
you
stuff.
return from your donation to the cathedral, and you come back and you're kind of practicing the song, and you can even hear the sounds of one of the clergy members gathering the kids and maybe sort of like bringing them in. So they're probably going to come in soon. And as you start tuning the lute and plucking and preparing, Craig follows Yenny around the entire room. She fills up every single bowl carefully and slowly, and like sets out utensils. And Craig just continues talking to her for like the next 8 minutes, and she just keeps listening
Can
to him.
I? So what's your favorite story like? Have you ever come across a kid who like you really, really liked, and you were sad, to see them go. What was Ro like when she was little? Was she
I
kind
love
of
all my
like,
children. Ro
yeah?
would certainly fit within that category. I don't have favorites, but I do have special
Gotcha.
spots in my heart for each. And Rose definitely got one of the warmest. She was
Was she kind of goofy growing up, or was she like sweet?
no, she was quite serious. She was
Ro?
precocious and focused, and focused to almost a point of obsession. But it was lovely and it was sweet. She knew how many windows were in the cathedral. She'd tell me all the time. One day she went around and she counted all of the stars, and she told me every last one. And I didn't think the number would be above 400, but it was. And she learned her lute fast and early, and she was talkative and helpful. Between you and I, she could be a bit bossy of the other children, but she was friendly and she was loyal. She was wonderful.
Sounds like the Ro I still know.
I don't imagine she's the sort that you could ever tarnish her character.
I completely agree with that. She's experienced a lot of difficult things. I know, like with us adventuring, but all the time she just has this like positive attitude, just like keeps pushing us forward. And I don't know, everything you're saying, like I see that in her, and it's really great.
That's my green blossom.
It's cool to know that it's cool to know that like I'm in the place that she grew up, and I'm talking to you, and you were around when she was growing up. Ooh.
And as that moment happens, Ro, do you do anything?
I don't even know where to begin on that note. No, I think I'm sitting there
just quietly preparing.
Yeah, just quietly preparing, maybe doing a little bit of meditating. Are we in the same room?
Yes.
Not to be Jackie
No, you're in the
about
cafeteria.
it, but like, can I hear this conversation?
Yes, and you get the feeling that Yenny was having it at a volume where she even intended you. She knows you so well, she knows you'd be listening, and she was very much having it at a volume where she suspected you'd hear.
Yeah, I feel like Ro was probably like fiddling on her lute, but she was doing that thing where like she keeps looking up and she's kind of got a smile on her face, but like she's not being like, too much about it. But yeah, Ro's just in there vibing, honestly.
Well, Craig, it's right about as you start to talk about your childhood that children begin pouring in the room. And they're ushered in by Brother Keptos or Endos, excuse me. And the room is suddenly filled with the sound of children. Just a ton of noise and shouting and talking. And
I can't share this anymore.
Kids flood in the room, and so does the brother, who is he is the clergy fellow is. Let me scroll to the right part. He's a little halfly man. He stands at 3'4". He has thin, dirty blonde hair, falls loosely around the nape of like a half bun that he keeps it in. He's got like sort of a balding crown over his brow, and the light kind of penetrates the canopy of his hair and illuminates his very thinning hair. All right, Landon. Listeners, what you don't know is we have this little chat going, and we're mainly using it for helpful things. But Landon said something about me too, balding crown. And he has like kind of broad cheeks, square jaw, hazel eyes that are very deeply set, and he has 4 linear, like deeply potted marks along his left jawline that pulls his cheek sharply inward below his jawbone, and it works in tandem with what must be like a thick sleeve of tattoos that creep up the back of his left hand under his cloak. And move up to kind of the edge of his neck, but it's mostly tied below the cloak. And he's just ushering in children. And Ro, you don't recognize.
Oh, is this the one I went to school with, or that was
No.
lived here? Oh, okay.
No, you've never met this individual, but all right, Greta. So he ushers in a bunch of kids, and the kids begin running and yelling and shouting, and they all run to Yenny and hug her. thrilled that they've returned in the room. And every kid in here appears to be sorry, these messages in the chat are wild. It was balding crown, then crowning bald, then browning clown. The children here look like they range in age from about like 3 to 6. Looks like this age group, like generally, and it looks like it's kind of organized by developmental stage. So even if some of these kids live much longer than others, they are all like the same general developmental schema, and so they all sort of like start going to spots until they recognize the 2 strangers in the room, and then like 3 kids get up from where they are, and just 3 of them go to Ro, and then 3 of them go to Craig, and so Ro, walking up to you suddenly, there's a bunch of kids, and they begin walking up, shouting childish things, and asking questions and tugging at you, and there's this very surreal moment where you've come so full circle, but in between the sort of like clear conversations, this little boy walks up who is, you have met one other individual like him in your entire life. He is a grung. So he is a little poison like dart frog kiddo. He is so short. He's like 2 feet tall, tops. And he has this very dark purple skin covered in like these specklings of black spots, and this like sort of simple brown tabard over it. And he reaches up a little sticky hand with large digits, and he has these gigantic black eyes at either side of his head. And he just reaches up and pulls on the edge of your cloak, and he goes, "Hey."
Oh, hello there. What's your name?
Maximilian.
You're Maximilian. That's
Yeah, the kids call me Maxie, but it's stupid. It's Million, Maximilian.
Oh, you don't like Max?
No, who are you?
You don't like me? Why not?
No, who are you?
I'm Ro. Well, you can call
Okay.
me Rowena, since you like full names.
Rowena.
What?
I'm turning 5 in 3 days.
That's really cool.
I'm really big.
Yes.
In a couple years, I'll be the biggest person here.
That's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
How?
What's that?
He points at your loot.
Oh, this is my loot. I'm gonna play some music for you guys, if that's all right.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Are you good or are you bad?
Well, as most people tell me that I'm good, so
Okay.
um,
I'm
Do
gonna
you-
build a building like the church.
really, is it gonna
Mhm.
be a Church of Saloon, or is it gonna be?
No, I'm gonna build all the I'm going to be an architect.
Oh, that's really cool.
Mhm.
Do
The
you?
old city outside of
he's so
had 3
cute.
floors. Stories is what architects call them.
Yeah.
And I'm going to
Landon typed in the comments he should build his vocabulary. And he continues uninterrupted, and he says,
I'm gonna build 3rd stories on top of all of Yesbin, just like it used to be in the old city before the dragon. But it's okay because the dragon's dead now.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true. You know your history really well.
Thank you. I'm very smart.
You seem. Maybe you can build a building for me and my friends one day.
I don't know. I'm really busy with a lot of projects.
I mean, we'd pay you, obviously.
I don't know if it have priority.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go eat lunch. And
Okay.
he
away from you, sits down, and various kids are walking up and saying hi. Craig, one little girl walks up to you. She is a dwarf, and she has these really big ginger pigtails on either side of her head. And she walks up and she goes, "Your hammer is huge.
Yeah.
With
Do
a
you-
sword too.
Yeah, I do.
Are you a warrior?
Yeah.
You've killed people."
Hold on. You know, warriors can fight people. Fight for people. Fight for people. And it not be.
How many people have
Right.
you killed?
What's your name?
Yes, I mean, how many people have you killed?
My name's Craig. I'm with those
Craig.
guys.
And you point at just Ro.
Yeah,
And Ro
she goes-
goes,
she's one of them.
Ro waves.
Yasmin goes, Yasmin goes, how many people has she killed?
I don't know, honestly.
Is it more than you?
Probably not.
Oh, how many have you killed? Is it a lot?
We're probably on equal grounds there.
How many is that?
Yasmin, have you ever thought about being a warrior?
No.
Would you ever want a big helmet and a sword?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know
What
that.
would you use it for, Yasmin?
Kill people?
Okay. So you want to do that without being a warrior?
No.
So you want to be a warrior?
I said that.
Oh, I thought you said.
She gives you a weird
Anyways.
face, and she just kind of, like someone calls her name, and she walks. She just turns and walks away from you to one of her friends. And at some point, Aunt Yenny's or Mother Yenny's voice kind of
Father. Yeah.
speaks out of everyone, and she goes, all right, children, to your seats. And kids like begin dispersing and sitting down in different spots. And they begin just kind of like, and all around the room, there's this unexpected sound of about like, I don't remember how many kids I said, but I'm choosing 25 now.
I think it was like
or
30
15.
or 40, but I could be. But
No,
well,
I think
15
there's like 45
for
kids
lunch.
total. Anyway, there's 15 kids here.
Okay.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. There's the voice of 15 kids with different voices and accents and tempos, all sitting down, suddenly clasping their hands, bowing their heads, and doing this like in unison prayer, but all out of order. And then as they finish, all of them do that 7, like touching the 7 points of their face that Ro does sometimes, and then just begin furiously eating food. And like they drink their water and they go and then go back to the soup too fast, the way that kids do, where they just eat fast for no reason. And then at some point, to like the kid's half paying attention, but she knows how it's going to go. Yenny's voice kind of picks up and she goes, all right, children, so today Miss Rowena's going to be playing a song for us. Are you excited for that? And half the kids like kind of look up, acknowledge her, and go back to eating, and then like 3 or 4 kids just start clapping because they don't know what else to do. And half the kids take their bowls and turn around in seats. And one kid next to Yenny starts to drop her bowl. Yenny doesn't even look. The trunk ducks down, catches it, puts it back in their hands, and she just kind of gestures toward you all, and everyone in the room turns and looks at you, Ro.
Hello there. How are you kids doing today?
Can I make an athletics check to try and get there?
No, because you'll probably get here like 45 minutes after it's done.
Oh,
Because it's like half
I
an
thought
hour
the
down
whole
and half
point- the
it's
whole
across the
point was
whole
that I was-
city. It's like an
Oh, I
hour
thought-
trip. I mean, sure. You know what? That would mean that Yenny would have had to have been ladling soup for an hour. Sure. Timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly soup. Bazz, if you can be...
that was
If
a reference.
If
Okay.
you can
And
beat
friends
a
and
DC 20
listeners,
athletic...
Now that was
You can beat
Okay.
a DC 20 athletics check. You can get there, and a road takes a long time warming up, and it's a long conversation with Craig, and you can beat that, and you can get there.
Well,
Before
that's
they
why
start.
I said you should have
How
all the
long-
song.
How many miles away is this?
The city's
Was it-
big. There's a half an hour walk down to the arts district, and it'll be a half hour walk back.
Okay.
We'll just say that everyone took a long time preparing.
I actually
so
legitimately had Longstrider on me that I
do you want to
had
cast that?
prepared. Oh yeah, I'd cast that. I'd cast that going down there and coming back.
Okay. You know what? That kind of helps things make a lot more sense. That's down to 15 minutes. Let's get an athletics check anyway.
All right.
And the DC is definitely lower with Longstrider.
16.
Oh, that's definitely enough. So you get your big rock boss. What does it look like as you cast Longstrider on yourself?
I give Greta a little high five.
So you reach up, mutter some things, grip the wand somewhere at your side, high five Greta, and Greta, as you're high fived, like there's this like sudden like sprig of fall smells, and like there's a little flash of colors from Bazz's hand, and then
Oh, it lasts for an
your
hour, so I
vision-
only need to cast it once.
Okay. At some point this transpires, and your vision like, and you like almost fall off his shoulders. You have to like grab his forehead as Bazz just goes, and he's just like Usain Bolt sprinting speeds, just. And Bazz, you are the 16 was not to make it in there in time. It was to not collapse or strike anything at high speeds. Collide is the word. So you just so like there's people all across the city like pulling carts and walking between things, and people just keep like like jumping out of your way and diving to the side. Someone drops a basket of bread, and you're just in between people, because you're going at like the speed of like a dirt bike right now, just across the city, and eventually you just sort of to the outside of the cathedral again. And Gretta, just for the fun of it, can I get a dexterity or strength saving throw?
Dexterity
Sure.
or strength saving?
So riggedy roll them clickety clacks, bud. What are you getting out?
I cast guidance on her.
You didn't have your character sheet, Abby.
I completely forgot.
All right, so what's that?
Aren't there pictures of it in Discord?
There are. But this is the process. I'll tell you
Just
what.
don't
Roll the
open it on
dice,
your
and
computer.
we'll take the straight dice as the roll.
No, I can't.
Plus a D4 from guidance.
It's kind of
I'm
instantaneous.
literally holding on to her, and it can be
and
before
also moving
or
at 30 miles an
after.
hour, and this is a sudden instant where you're stopping. What's the casting time of guidance?
It's instantaneous.
That's the duration. What's the casting time? Is it an action?
Yes.
I'm gonna say it's two split, because for anything that needs a saving throw, you probably need a reaction time to cast against.
You said strength saving throw or dexterity
dexterity.
saving throw? And I don't have guidance or assistance?
No, you're just making it.
16.
Okay, you're fine. You almost fall off of Bazz's shoulders. You sort of like Looney Tunes, like, and you're pulled back.
You know, Longstrider's only 10 additional feet per action.
Okay, you get to the cathedral in an amount of time, and you're there for the song.
Okay, I'm not the Flash. I can take big step.
Oh, okay. Ro, at some point, Bazz and Gretta come back a little sweaty, but they're there. One slab of onyx richer. What?
With a really big rock. Actually, the rock is in my pocket.
And they arrive at about the time that the performance is queuing up. So what are you doing?
I asked the children how they're doing.
There's like a myriad of like you know what, you can't even tell because it's so many voices talking at once and just unified sound. It's just and you kind of get like good in unison, sort of.
And Ro kind of awkwardly just kind of goes,
First
Cool,
children's
cool.
performance. This is
yeah,
real different.
she's used to performing in like taverns to drunks, and weirdly it's the same but different. Except she seems to like, with children you feel their eyes on you more.
Yeah, they don't blink
With
hardly.
like intoxicated adults, it's kind of like you're just background noise. With children, it's like, oh my goodness, they're staring into my soul.
And they are staring.
So Ro just kind of cues up, and she kind of fiddles for a minute, and then she goes, yeah, so this is a song that I haven't ever played it for anyone before. But being as I'm back home, and I recently just picked up a book on the subject, and I feel kind of close to the matter. This is a song, I'm sure you guys have heard of them. This is a song about the Holy Hunters.
Room immediately erupts into shouts and talking. A couple kids get out of their chairs and like sit up and start like shouting something about the Holy Hunters at you. And then Yenny has to go around and go, okay, children, seats. And children all start the room, like, you know, a couple kids have to be calmed down, but every child's attention is now fully on you because you're talking about the real life superheroes.
Yeah.
From among our own folk they came, and they roused us to succeed. When all hope was lost, they fought and slayed a foul array of beasts. Escaping the jaws of death, they united us. Now we stand together. These are the holy hunters. Know their name, and together we remember. Remember. We remember.
And
Rose,
I want to
sorry.
say, as I was playing, like, obviously I'm not the bard that like Valek is, but there's like
You're fine.
some like little sparks and stuff as some prestidigitation and stuff, like.
And in fact, we're bleeding into thaumaturgy territory, but like
Yeah.
it almost, as you all sit there and watch Ro, it's almost like some of the outside light kind of dims a little bit. And it's like you could swear the light kind of focuses a little bit more on Ro in the room as she plays. And like with each strum, there was like of light flashing outward. Ro, you get done and the children have gone completely silent. Just like 30 eyes are just sitting there transfixed, staring at you unmoving.
Bazz just starts clapping.
And the whole room like
Greta too.
erupts in uproar. And Yenny is standing there kind of stunned with her mouth agape, looking at you. And after a moment, she kind of blinks hard and claps as well, very genuinely. And she says, wow, can we say thank you, children? And then there's just this uproarious thank you from all around the room. And then the kids immediately start like picking up ladles and acting like they're strumming them and then singing the whole song wrong in very discordant voices all around the room. And you've just inspired a whole room that for the next 4 hours they all want to be bards. And and there proceeds to be a flurry of more children like talking and asking and having questions. And Landon, if you wouldn't mind, we could just resume I think it was Moon Dance. But the kids just kind of come like talk to you, they gather, and they're all around. But at some point they kind of dissipate outward. And Yenny has to kind of like corral them back to their meals, and those helps as well. But the kids all sit down and slowly kind of resume eating. And you are left once again in the mess, just kind of with your party having finished the song.
Oh, that was so good.
Oh, thanks, Greta. I've
That
been
was
reading
amazing.
more on that book, and
Yeah.
just thinking about him a lot.
Oh.
I have a
It was
question.
really good.
Oh.
Oh,
I have a question.
I thought. Oh,
I just okay. I have a question. It's kind of like just to Jackie. Like, does Ro play in a way that like harmony does come in, or is there
Yeah.
just like no harmony?
Yeah, so me and Zach decided when we created Ro that like the lute is kind of magical. I mean, it is a magic item, and all the different instruments you hear and harmonies, like you actually hear those when Ro plays. It's cool that way.
That's the enchantment of the lute, is that it
Yeah.
can like replicate other instruments, which Ro has done
Yeah,
before.
it's
as
like
well.
having a whole band in your pocket.
So, Ro, I don't really know how you get your voice to come out 2 times, but I think you did a really good job at that ventriloquism. I think that's what it's called.
Craig, there's 2 of me, right? My twins right here. Their name's Grow. Are your eyes okay?
Whoa, I don't believe you. I've been not friends with Nom too many times to know this is not real.
Not friends.
What?
Yeah. No, it's just the lute, I
did a
can't
really
do
good
it. I
job.
can't do it with any other instrument, but with Ravina's lute, it
Well,
just
if you ever need someone to do some backup vocals,
I've been thinking it would be really cool to add some backup dancers, Craig.
well, I don't know how. I bet a baton is similar to a hammer.
baton?
I could figure it out.
You just
Do you
twirl
have any
the
like,
hammer.
Do you have any like flags or something? I could like figure it out. Color guard? That's
Craig.
me.
Craig, you've seen me with one bag. Do you think I have any flags on me?
I don't know. We can figure it out. Stop by a marketplace, you know. Anyways, you did a really
No.
good job. You
Oh,
have
thank
some
you,
great
Craig.
performing abilities.
Oh yeah, thank you. I'm glad the children liked the song, I guess. It's weird performing for little ones. They're quite different. But yeah, that was fun. I haven't performed in a hot minute, so it was good. Where did you guys go off to? And she turns to to Gretta and Bazz.
It's a surprise.
Greta, where did you guys go off to?
It's Greta. It's a surprise. It truly is. No, Greta. It's a surprise.
No, wait, okay, no. So when Ro asks that, Greta like opens her mouth, and then Bazz says it's a surprise, and she closes it. She's like, oh,
What kind of
and she just
surprise?
shakes her head. I don't know,
A
Ro. I
big
don't remember.
kind.
I don't remember, Ro.
You
Sorry.
don't have to lie. But I appreciate it.
You did.
All right,
I
Landon,
don't.
take your inspiration.
said no, it's my they say this happens to everyone when they get old. It's just my memory's fading a little bit. Who are you guys?
Ro rolls her eyes and looks around the room for a child who wants to.
I was like, I want someone.
The
It was
kids
a
are
very
deep in
good
their
song, Ro. It was beautiful, and I was booking it here to hear it.
From where?
It's a surprise. Do you trust me?
I don't like surprises, Bazz. You know this.
I know, but
I
you're
feel
gonna
like we've
this
known each
one.
other long enough.
Okay. No. The surprise
Tell
isn't
her-
for you. It's for somebody else. But you're
Tell
gonna
her who
like
is
it when I give it to them.
Always been there. Chimes in and goes, I don't know, Ro. I think surprises work well for you. And there was that time that Craig surprised you on the ship.
That was a
like
good one,
nap.
Craig.
That was
Yeah.
a great surprise.
And Ro says under her breath, "Yeah, in the time that Dolgoth just stormed the town we were in. Yeah, surprises are great." Anyway, well, I guess. Do you guys want to? I guess we could explore the town a little more, or
I
Yeah,
have to do
that sounds
something.
great.
you have to do something.
I gotta spend 30 minutes doing something. Just let me do something for 30 minutes, and then I can go.
I want
I can go flog
Ro
a tavern or
does-
something.
Ro does insight on if
know.
Bazz is
I know.
being like good surprise or bad surprise. Like she wants to insight.
He just said.
I know, but Ro is gonna.
just make your check.
I'm
Am I
just
doing
saying.
like deception or
Yeah,
like?
well, no,
persuasion?
whatever you want. Whatever you want. Deception or
I'm
persuasion.
I'm just saying, Ro would be weirded out. Like she'd
Sure.
be like, "Where's he doing?" Because he's just been gone and now he's back. And
Would you get on your roll?
what am I
Ro?
doing? Insight.
Yep. Oh my goodness.
I'm like, what is this? I'm
It's a good
looking
look for
up?
you, Abby.
That's a 23.
I got a
Oh my
one.
goodness.
so
It
what
was
do I
a nat-
say?
It was a nat 20, by the way,
I got a nat one.
which makes it a 23.
Oh.
Did you say a
buddy.
1?
Yeah, I got a natural one.
Twice. Bazz, what would Ro, what is the thing you're trying to figure out?
If this surprise and him going to do something, is it really like a good thing, or is it
Okay.
is it suspicious?
Bazz,
Is it sus?
If Ro were to entirely see through your thinly veiled front, in terms of the intention of the surprise, what is, again, not reading your mind, just want to reiterate, this is not a magical spell.
yeah,
This
I
is
know.
like getting a... I'm going to say for everybody. What is the basic gist of feeling she would probably get?
What am I vibing?
It feels like you woke up in the morning and it's not
Oh
like
my
too hot outside or too cold. Like you walk out and it's like 78 degrees and slightly nice, and you just kind of feel nice and warm. Like it's gonna be
What's
a good
the-
day. You
what's
got
the-
something
how
warm in
does-
your hand.
How
I'm
does she
so.
feel?
That
You
is
feel
the
good.
most
It feels like a good
confusing.
surprise. Like something good's
Okay.
coming.
You get the feeling that Bazz meant exactly what he said.
Okay.
That's right, because I don't lie.
So anyway, at the third level, bread is kind of like distributed to the kids, and they get really excited about that. And Aunt Yenny can see Craig salivating, so she hands Craig a bread roll as well. Okay, Micah.
Shout out to Micah for the funny face. That was great.
And at some point, Yenny sort of sidles up next to you, Ro, and she says, "Oh, that was incredible."
Thanks.
Not that I didn't think you would be, but that was amazing.
Well, I've been practicing a lot more. But thank you.
Right. Phenomenal. Do you? I imagine you and your group probably have plenty to do, but do you have a moment before you possibly go?
Oh yeah, of course. Our Bazz is whipping up some kind of surprise or something, so I got time.
All right, come with me real fast.
Oh my gosh.
She walks
I'm
by.
so
You gotta tell me about the
excited.
surprises because Rose starts telling everybody you got a surprise coming on.
At some point, as she's walking by, Yanni just leans over and goes, "Endos, would you mind?" And he just says, "Aye." And, looks over the kids walking around. And she walks to the, kind of private quarters of the clerical staff, which is so funny because your whole life, that was the room you didn't go in. And then she
Yeah.
just walks open and leaves the door open.
Wait,
and there's
but
this...
Isn't it the room that I used to stay in?
Yes.
Because they
yeah.
switched them, so it's really weird. It's very
Yeah.
disorienting.
And as you look in the side, so there's a lot of disorientation in that moment. And as you look in, there's this moment where you're like, oh my goodness, I get to see it. And then you look on your side, you're like, wow, how plain. And there's this weird disenchantment with it. But she walks in, she opens a trunk, which might be near her bunk. She walks back out, she closes the door behind her. And she has this leather pouch. And she says, Green Blossom, first of all, I know I told you a lot about it, but there aren't words for how happy I am that you're back here. I just... Are you doing well? I know I said earlier, but just... I don't know, something about you playing up there. I suddenly realized how much I missed you again. I mean, obviously I did, but...
I missed you too, Yeah, I mean, besides being on the run from the Empire and
Oh, you are?
well, yeah. I guess it hasn't really reached Zedge that well, here, look. And she kind of rifles through her bag and pulls out the wanted poster and kind of hands it to Yenny.
She reads it, and then her eyes get gigantic.
Yeah,
that was Yule!
Oh yeah, that tends to happen when you
I didn't know that was Yule!
kill a general.
Honey, are you alright? I guess
I
you're here,
mean,
so you're
yeah,
fine.
I mean, we're fine now.
You killed the general.
Yeah, I mean, not single-handedly, obviously.
Darling, that's
we had some help.
heroic.
Yeah, I mean, it's we were in this lovely town, and
She gets this
we'd actually just gotten a home there. It was
she
really,
gets
really
this
nice.
weirdly, suddenly fretted expression, which kind of weirdly interrupts your storytelling. She rolls the paper back up, hands it to you. And she almost kind of... It's like she hangs her head slightly for a moment. She moves the brown bag around in between her fingers a little bit. And she sort of tuts oh. I didn't know who you'd grow up to be, Ro. I mean, I was certain a musician. That was clear. Children come to us in all manners of fashions. And obviously the experience you had here was different from other kiddos in a lot of ways, which it's unique for every child, but there's some obvious ways in which yours was different. And I as I've told you, I was there the night your mother dropped you off.
Yeah.
And all I've ever known of her is what we've heard from rumors and stories and myths and legends, but all I've really ever foundationally known of her, true from my own experience, was that she couldn't have loved you more. She's heartbroken. But also that she was dressed in fear, darling. I know I've told you before that when she dropped you off here, she was, that she did what she did because there was some sort of a malignance. Shadows nearby is how she vaguely described it. But that life, that adventuring life, heroes, I'd always conceived of it as a darker thing. Bid him. It's not my place to say what you should and shouldn't know, or how you should or shouldn't grow up to be. And I was reluctant to give you that loot. Because I imagined the moment you picked it up, no formal training, just started powering notes, that you couldn't help but follow in your mother's footsteps, and I never dreamed it would have been so exactly the same, I guess. So I don't even know what this is. And she pulls out the little brown pouch and hands it to you. But it was the other item she gave. The loot's from your mother. But that... And do you open it, Ro?
Yeah. As she's talking, I'm like filling with the
And what comes out is light, and it's soft. It's a series of leather strips laid over each other. And it's the cutout shape of like a leaf, many fronded leaf on its edges. And there's this thick leather base, and then laid over it are kind of 20 smaller cut out leaves in leather. And the main base leaf in the bottom makes the shape of the large leaf, and then there's these 20 kind of almost like scale mail would be laid one little piece over another, so that it's kind of like a sheet of leaves over it. And as you move, all of those move, and it's very finely made. It's like the supple, firm leather. It's kind of dyed like a brownish green, and there's a silver trim at the edges. And she says, "I haven't a yellow but any idea what it is. No earthly concept. All I know is that your mother said it's what she had left of your father, and that she wanted you to have it. And Green Blossom, I'm sorry. It was not mine to say whether or not you got it, but it's hard for a child to reconcile the presence or loss of any parent, let alone both. I don't know what this is. It could have been a sweet heirloom to provide, but all we were able to identify was that it was in some form moderately magical. And I just couldn't shake the idea that if you managed to turn out differently than the life left before you, maybe those same shadows wouldn't come for you. But I should have known better. That any kiddo who could grow up to cast so much light would have to have some shadows result. So I'm sorry. You're every bit your mother, I guess. And I hope this is of some use to you, and I beg that you could possibly forgive me for having kept it from you for so long.
Of course I forgive you. If you don't, you said you guys identified it, and she's just she hasn't looked back up at Yinny. She's talking to her, but she's staring at it in her hand.
She just waits. There's no push. She just...
You said you identified it, like the spell.
Aye.
And I wonder.
I've not the knowledge of what it is, only that it pinged somehow as magical. And
I wonder if it's. I mean, it's a leaf, and I'm a half dryad, as I've learned. I guess maybe it's druidic.
half what, darling?
A Bazz. I'm the same thing as Bazz. He told me it's called a half dryad.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad you've learned that.
Yeah. That's about all I've. The only thing I can think of is that, Bazz and I are similar in that way of, I guess, what my father was, but huh. Yeah. I always when I went out on my own, I always had hope that maybe she was still out there or something. But
Well, there's every chance she could be, darling. We don't know
Well,
different.
I guess I ran into a I guess let's say acquaintance of hers.
Oh.
That definitely confirmed that she's no longer with us.
Oh, Green Plus.
It was very cryptic, though. I wouldn't call him a friend to her. Maybe, I don't know. The shadows were mentioned again, and the water and the oceans, and I don't know. I don't know what my mother got into that
I'm sorry, Green
led
Plus.
her down that road, but I
She
guess, like
kind
you
of...
said, we're similar. We're very. I'm learning that we're different, but we're different in the consequences themselves. But I guess it's still similar paths. No other.
No.
No other.
No, it's the truth. I swear.
Or I mean, like a name or anything.
No.
Or,
Sorry. And she just kind of like... You're very much an adult.
yeah.
But in this moment, she's so big next to you, it almost feels like being a kid again. And she just kind of, out of force of habit, takes your hand with hers, and then her trunk kind of like smoothly wraps around your shoulders, kind of gives you a hug without having to give you a hug. She just says, I'm sorry, Green Blossom. I can't imagine she'd be anything other than proud.
That's what everyone keeps saying.
I am. I'm so proud of you.
Honestly, I think that means more to me than Rose's voice just kind of trails off, and I would say Ro kind of buries her head in Yenny.
She just full hugs you, and Yenny's a very kind individual, but very. She keeps it on the level, and you can feel her just full crying softly with you. And she gives the best hugs because she's sort of soft, and then her arms are big, and then also her trunk wraps. And so like when you give her a hug, she just kind of envelops you, and she just hugs you for a good long while. And at some point, she steps back and releases you a little bit. Maybe when your breathing goes a little more steady, if it does. And even though she steps back, her trunk keeps like rubbing your back because it's like she has 3 arms.
I want you to know I don't hold it against you at all that you.
Oh, thank you, darling.
I think honestly, I think it was best. And I mean, hey,
Okay.
now I have Bazz, and he can. I don't know. I know
Does my
more
heart
now
good
than I
to know
did
that-
then.
Does my heart good to know that you, that family, the fine family,
Yeah.
they seem like good folk.
Yeah.
That dwarf sure can talk, so I figure you're a good pair for each other.
Yeah, Greg is great.
And that boss fellow's so sharply dressed.
Yeah, he's
Not that that's important, but my.
Yeah. Oh, this I actually can this is something I was given by some friends we met not too long ago. And Ro does the thing, and she her glamour studded armor turns into her fancy dress that kind of like what she
Yeah.
wore when they
Yenny
were in the
steps back with a
castle.
huge smile. And she goes, "Darling, that's lovely."
Yeah, it's the best armor I've ever had.
Oh.
It beats plain old leather armor.
You
But I
look
just
lovely.
keep it, normal for now.
How splendorous you've become.
Hmm.
Well,
Yinny,
aye.
I just, I'm glad. I know just how you said, how you didn't want to tell me certain things to protect me. I've learned lots of things that are out there. Just, I'm glad that you guys are taking. You guys are so far from the earth and bloom and everything, but I'm just glad you guys are preparing for just precautionary things.
Right. Entirely sure I know what to make of that, but
Yeah,
I think I feed your drift.
yeah. It's not my place necessarily, but a lot of things in the world are some things are bigger than the empire even, and I just want you to Yenny, I spoke to Selim.
Pardon?
I heard her voice.
Oh.
Just
That's phenomenal and incredible. Really?
yeah.
What was it like?
Well, it was in a dream, but it was a dream, but it was the most real thing I think I had ever felt,
Aye.
and at the same time the most unimaginable.
Oh, that's amazing.
But
That's wonderful.
yeah, and it was. But it came with a different side, a dark side. And I don't know if I would have gotten to speak to her unless other things had fallen into place. So I don't know. I'm just saying, please just be safe. And I shouldn't even be telling you this because you're one of the most powerful clerics I've ever known, and I
I'm
love you
really not,
dearly.
honey.
But just, I'm just glad I got to see you and that you're safe. now.
Okay. Well, I don't know what all of that means, but I guess I can imagine.
Yeah. And if you ever need anything here, just please let us know.
Bro, if you ever need anything, I don't know what shadows you found. But if you took to Saloon, I guess I don't have to be scared. Because I imagine that there's a light on you no matter the shadow. But if you ever need a place bright and far away from him, we're always here. Always. You've outgrown all of this, clearly. But you never outgrow love. You never outgrow people who care about you. And you never have to become so big and heroic that you don't need an hug. We're always here, Rona.
Thank you, Aunt Yenny.
But also, she looks up and down. Look at the woman you've become. I imagine I shouldn't feel half as sorry for you as I do for all those shadows. I imagine they tremble, terrified of you, and all the bright white light you reflect. I mean, talking to Saloon. I don't hardly know what to make of that.
I didn't either.
I'm proud of you, Ro. And I love you.
I love you too.
I'm
Aunt
always
Yenny.
here.
Thank you.
And she gives you a little elephant trunk kiss on the top of the head. Oh, I could sit here and talk to you forever, but Endos will die soon if I don't go help him, so
Yeah. I understand.
I love you, Green Plus.
I love you too.
And
Thank
there's
you
one last big
for
Loxodon
everything
hug.
you've done.
Oh,
You
of
raised
course,
me.
darling. Aye. There's one more big hug, one more elephant kiss. And then she walks back into the room, and you just hear a kid shout, I kept it in my pants! And then you hear like 4 kids go, ew! And then Yenny has to return back to all of it. So what that party do?
What's the time of
Bazz has slipped away,
Mm-hmm.
and he like pulls Greta with him.
what's the
Greta,
time of
you
day?
are pulled.
Yeah.
Craig, it feels like you look out the windows and it looks like late afternoon.
Okay.
Greta, you've been pulled. Bazz, you've been left.
Yeah.
I said, Greta,
go, Bazz.
give me the over here where the places are that we're staying.
Greta like scurries and like hunches her shoulder and like reaches her arm all the way up to her elbow into her cloak. Then she pulls out the big rock. She has to go in
Alright.
with both hands because it's like a big rock. What are we doing? What are
Okay,
we doing?
so
Okay, so
when you think of Ro,
I
what
think of-
animal do you think of? A bat?
maybe
I was thinking bat, but I
Okay.
wasn't 100% sure.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking actually bird,
I
but
think
that
bat's
makes
the right thing.
sense.
Okay. When
I
you
was
think
thinking
of
you're
that
an ostrich.
grouchy guy that we bought this from, what animal do you think of?
Oh, that's a good one. Let me think. What animal do I think of? Like, I don't know why, but like
A bear?
I was thinking like a lynx or like a mountain lion, and I'm not sure why. Like a
I
big
think
cat.
a bear would be easier.
Okay.
But I think you're right. I think you're on the right track. Okay.
Okay. Those are not the same track. Okay.
Can I have the stone?
Yes. I hand it
So I take
to
the
you.
onyx and I cast stone shape on it. And I divide it out into 3 equal sections.
Okay.
And I take one of them and I begin forming it, and I begin shaping it into the visage of a very crude bat, because you can get into
Okay.
fine details with stone shape. You can make like hinges and a latch, and you can make anything as detailed as like a coffer or an idol or just a big block, but I am spending some time, maybe I minor illusion something that like a bat or something that's sitting there, like Ro when she was a bat the one time that I
As a
saw her.
reference. Sick.
And I begin
That's
forming
such a
it and
cool
put it
way
together,
to
and its
do
wings just
art.
kind of out to the side like this. Okay.
Okay.
And so I began working on that. And the cool thing with stone shape is you can mess up. I could get it wrong, and I could just keep trying again. So that doesn't look right. That doesn't look right. And I feel like Bazz is not a stranger to working with his hands. Like carpentry is different, right? Because there's mechanics and technicalities in it. But at home, we're like a rural community that lives off the support of each other and builds and creates and does things. And we have magic, but there's also a little bit more, I think, hands-on stuff. But anyways, he begins trying to sculpt this picture, this aided by magic, the visage of a bat. And I don't know if you want me to roll a check for that, but when he gets the stone can be as thin as I want, it can be as thick as I want, it can, as long as it don't try to exceed a mechanical function. And there's no mechanical function, it's just a little bitty statue out of a bat.
Okay.
And I say, okay, how does that look?
It looks good, boss. I like it. I like it.
Okay,
And
okay.
maybe like the wings and like tweak it here and
Okay. I do that based on Gretta's advice. Like I change it a little bit based on what Gretta says.
Is there a specific way that your stone shaping looks?
Like I'm just pulling it with my fingers, like not touching the stone maybe, but like hovering slightly above it, or like pushing against it. Like
is
this
so
is like a
cool,
sizzle,
Bazz.
like this magical like energy that like the stone kind of like, it's
The
almost
stone
like with
responds.
intention more than like specific like molding, And so I do that, and I go to a similar thing, and I do the bear, and it's very simple. I don't put a whole lot of effort into it. I don't know if you've seen a bear, you can probably guess what this is, but it looks like one of those brother bear symbols where they're like standing like this.
Yeah. Great reference, by the way.
Most of the details in the head and the paws. And so then I get the last little piece, and I summon my familiar, and
Aw.
I say, I say, hey.
And the creature just lands on your shoulder, that serpentine, incredible fey dragonal thing, and it looks at you and it goes, hello.
I have a favor to ask of you.
Oh, absolutely.
Do you mind standing right there perfectly still with your wings folded next to you?
Certainly. And he just stands still, and the wings just fold into that like chest cavity, or the legs do, and the wings fold back against the back, and it just sort of poses, looking far more now like a serpent than ever otherwise.
Here's what I want to do. I begin sculpting it as well as I can, to look like, oh no, your battery's about to die, Jackie.
I know.
I begin sculpting it as well as I can, and I don't know if its mouth is open, but I sculpt it as like if its mouth is open, and I get an idea.
Okay.
I don't know if this is maybe like digging into the spell a little bit too much, but I grab one of the sections of diamond dust that I carried, and I sprinkle it over a little over the statuette of the black dragon, but I make sure to put like a little bit more in its eyes, so it's like they like sparkle a little bit more.
Sick. As it traces over, it makes it it gives it this sort of, because onyx is so dark, it gives it this like midnight effect. Whereas you stone shape, the diamond powder gets kind of absorbed into the surface and starts to reflect the light around like stars in a night sky.
So I hold it and I say, what do you think? Like,
I love it. It looks. Oh, sorry. It's okay. Sorry, Bazz.
no, I was asking both of you.
Oh, okay. I love it.
Your familiar goes, oh, I like it as well. Faye.
Good.
And Sylvan.
Do you like kids?
Sorry.
Children.
What?
There's some in the other room, and you would amaze them, but I didn't want you to be like overwhelmed. It's like a very excited, tiny little thing, like probably half the size of me, twice as loud, wants to touch everything they can.
Absolutely.
All right. You stay here if you can. I'm going to go introduce you, and then you can maybe fly out, give them a little dizzle dazzle. Just don't bite any of them, eat any of them. We'll get in trouble.
Okay.
They might get on your nerves. If we have we need to have like a signal. Like if you start to get overwhelmed or something, let me know, and I'll get you out of there. I'm sure you can too, but like,
I mean, I
have to
can
make sure these things don't
so-
get hurt. I know. I'm just okay. All right. Okay. One moment. I walk to the door and I open it up and I say, "Hey, friends."
And all the kids just sort of like all at once.
Do y'all want to meet my friend?
Okay, and like unequal
He's the
unison.
coolest dude ever, and he's super awesome.
Bunch of blank
And
stares.
he wants to meet y'all so bad. All right, here he is. The name of the familiar that we all remember.
That I also remember, and everyone remembers.
And I say, "Come on out, friend."
And there's like a pause where you're like, oh shoot, we didn't. And then this just line of emeralds, just or what color is he? He's
I thought
an
it was
auburn-
yellow and
yellow.
orange.
Yeah.
Gosh, I
So,
am
like,
an
this
awful
line
person.
of like sunset gold just like sort of zips into the room, and the kids who just look completely like okay whatever are enthralled as this living line of like scaled gemstone reflection just starts like spinning and spiraling through the air with all of its four wings it's just swinging and flowing through the air. The kids lose their mind. Both of the clergy members look immediately kind of concerned but look at you and just sort of nod like okay. I can't stress this enough. I won't subject the listeners to the sound because I can't imitate it, but it is, I mean, hydrogen is being released through a vacuum tube. It's just 15 kids losing their mind. It's screaming and running. Yeah, yes, everywhere. And one of the kids just like stares at the creature, doesn't know why, puts their arms to their side, and starts flopping around on the bench trying to imitate. It's manic. It is extremely popular. They lose their minds.
Oh my gosh, can I?
You've made a permanent impression on these children forever.
Can it cast color spray at nothing, like at the
Yes,
ceiling or something like that?
absolutely. Yeah. And so as he who shall be named does like a barrel, like a quintuple barrel roll through the air, it lifts up its wings and freezes for a moment in the air, just splaying out its legs, splaying out its wings, its crest raising up, opening its mouth, flaring its teeth, and for a second all the kids go and all the kids like it all goes from to screaming, and then as the wings dazzle outward, there's just this spray of colors that just in every direction, and then it begins flying again with all the colors dancing around, and then the kids go begins screaming again, and Yenny looks genuinely concerned by the sheer level of energy that the children have achieved, and Endos is just like breathing heavily. He catches a couple plates that start falling. The kids are like, one of the kids is just, he's gotten so excited he's jumping up and down rapidly, screaming, just his face is turning red. He's so excited. It's mania.
Am I back in there?
I don't. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I didn't know if. Okay,
Yeah,
I didn't know if
yeah.
this was like happening while the
It's-
thing with
yes,
Yenny was
yes.
happening. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I have the bat statuette in my hand. And I'm like, perfect, all according to plan. And so I walk over to Yenny. I say, "Hey, I wanted to get their attention real quick so I could
She turns
talk
back
to you for a
with
second."
terrified eyes. Does that leave, or is that just here now?
No, he's an orphan too. I'm just kidding. No, he's gonna come back with us.
Balls, you
That's-
can't
thank you.
keep using words too willy nilly.
Us?
Orphan.
You don't like me? Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, I wanted to give
Only
you this.
orphans can use the word orphan.
All right. What are you doing, Bazz? Just keep going.
I pull out the black statuette of a bat in my hand, and I
That's
gently
beautiful.
reach down and pick up Yenny's hand, her large elephant hand, and I set it in it, and I say,
darling, that's beautiful.
Ro means so much to all of us, and I can see where she came from just from our time here, and so thank you for everything you've done. I hope this helps you not forget about her when we have
All the terror of her face kind of melts and her shoulders relax. She says, "Oh, darling, I could never forget about her."
I don't
and
think
she
anybody
just-
can.
She just gives you a big hug. And
give her a hug
you guys
too.
are much closer in height, but she's still just huge. And wow, great hug. Just big, soft, warm hug. Squeezes you in. And she puts it close and she says, "The clergy are supposed to have limited possessions, but inevitably all of us end up with terrible little creations that the children make us. And, this will go among them forever." She slips it into a pocket. Then she just looks at you and she says, "Best part of my day was knowing that she's in such good hands."
We love her a lot.
You're always welcome here.
Thank you. And I give her a look, and I kind of like do like a goodbye kind of like, motion.
Okay.
And I kind
She
of like,
nods too.
I connect to my familiar, and I say, all right, we gotta go. Let's get back into
He's gone, and then the kids, oh, in unison. And then the kids all turn around to Yenny and go, "Mika, come back, Mika, come back, Mika." And Yenny just goes, "No, children." And then, she's managing 15 kids
I
who have the
cast sleep
highest.
at the 5th level.
Do
I'm
you?
joking, I don't do that. I don't do that. No. What a
She
bold move.
manages the highest high come down of the next 5 years of their life. But she's just calming them down.
Half the way through asking to come out, I was like, oh, everybody's gonna have PTSD because this is a dragon. And then I was
No.
like, maybe that won't happen.
None of them were alive for that.
All right.
So what that
Bazz is
party
gone.
do? Okay. They
Are
can
we
just leave,
still
it's okay.
wanting to like go out to town? Like, is that something?
Is that Craig or is that Micah?
This is Micah.
What does the party want to do in the sort of thing that could wrap up a session? Because there's definitely
Yeah.
not that much time.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to Yenny.
Did we eat lunch?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so you walk up to Yenny,
Okay.
Good soup.
I go up to Yenny.
who is currently trying to deal with 3 children. She's like, "Hello, Craig. How can... yeah, okay, yes. No, I'm sure we'll see something like it again. Well, we can ask if
Hey,
it... Yes, Craig,
y'all! Do y'all want to see a helmet?
And then, like, a bunch of the kids look at you and then just go back to yelling at Yenny.
Okay.
You
Well,
she's not their attention.
sorry. Trying to help. One girl was interested last time. Bye.
Okay, and so you wave and she goes, "Okay, that's nice, dear. Yes, children, okay." And she just, she's just exasperated.
Well, guys, we have 2 options: talk to kids, or go to bed early. Those are the only 2 options
What
I
was
see.
that, Craig?
Craig, it's like the sun is like not going to go down for hours. It's like
A
really
concept-
early.
Concept that Craig constantly struggles with.
Did Rose see the exchange between? I'm not trying to be like my stereotype, but did Rose see the exchange between Bazz
Yes.
and Yenny?
Absolutely.
Ro goes up to Bazz. I can't hear you, Bazz. You're no
Yeah,
volume,
you've
Bazz.
muted yourself, bud.
I created the dragon thing, so not to hide what I was doing, but to create a distraction that would like take most of the attention away from what I was
Okay,
actually
then
doing.
I'll say make like
So
a
it's not
sleight of
like-
hand or a
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's
would
not
because
like-
Ro?
she do
I
have
feel like
passive
Ro
use.
would be distracted by it, but okay. I mean, I do have a 20 perception.
No,
but whatever.
you're not making the sleight of hand check.
Oh,
Oh, I thought I
am.
was making a perception check.
Okay, hold on. Before we do 13 checks no one needed to do, Landon, was
Okay.
the whole point of that statement that she could have easily noticed you?
Or was it to not
I-
notice?
No, there. Like the point of that statement is there was a chance she wouldn't have noticed because of how dazzling it was.
Okay,
But
so
there's
Bazz,
probably
make a
70-30.
performance check. Make a performance check and try and beat
Okay.
a 20.
Do I need to?
No,
'Cause I
you
rolled-
have a passive perception of 20.
Because I mean, I rolled a perception
15.
check. I just want to let everyone know that I rolled a
You noticed.
26.
That was a
Okay,
15.
Your 20 stands. You noticed.
Rose, like, I can perceive things. Don't take the one thing I do away. Okay, I perceive all on this plane of existence, at least.
That video. I got a 20 perception.
Okay, so where you noticed the thing.
Yeah, I just go up to Bazz and kind of squeeze him on the. Well, I can't reach his shoulder. I kind of squeeze his arm, like in a loving way, like a and kind of just smile.
I say, hey, what's up?
Well, I was
Are you
trying to
getting
be.
hungry?
I was trying to be coy about it, but that was really sweet what you did back there.
The dragon? Yeah, I was worried it would scare him, but I'm glad it didn't do that.
Ro kind of reaches up and scratches her head, and intentionally her sleeve comes back to reveal the bat on her arm, and she just kind of nods.
I give her a wink, a sly wink, and a hug.
Ro hugs him back. She says, Bazz, later I want to ask you about something. I want to show you something, but
Okay.
But we don't have to do it right now. Obviously, there's a lot going on, and she looks around at
Yeah, I
all
don't know
the
what this is all
children
about.
yelling.
15 children still screaming.
Are half of them just on the ground wriggling like the dragon when it's like trying to fly?
Yes, one of them is just still wriggling, just going wriggling, just doing the most violent worm.
Ooh, I'm not used to being around children.
And with that, we will close out episode 85. So, Lando, if you wouldn't mind cutting off the music.
All right.
Listeners, Patreon is cool. We swear third watches are coming back eventually. But we have all sorts of additionally cool things on there. And maybe even something a little spoopy coming up for Halloween. And I don't know if that's going to be a Patreon special or a regular episode, depending on how scheduling works. But either way, it'll be one of the two places, and it will be awesome.
Patrons will get it first no matter what.
Yeah, no matter what, patrons
definitely-
get it early. So if you just have the spoop you can't get rid of, the Patreon is cool.
Halloween.
And it is going to be pretty it'll stand out.
Ooh,
So
they have
we
a
look forward to
content
that.
warning?
So we won't be sitting.
Actually, yeah, probably, but we'll get to that when we get to it.
Spoopy.
But anyway, all hail the spoop season that comes, and thank you for supporting the channel and joining us for the journey. We appreciate all of you all. Any thoughts, players? It's fine if there isn't.
Leaf.
That was
Okay.
a thought.
Anyway, and we have to go to break and come back and record another episode, so we'll get going. But life is an incredible adventure, listener, and you are an important part of it. Everybody, skibbity wop.
Bye.